Hello everyone, welcome to the biological database video. If you're a student or a teacher who's completely new to bioinformatics, consider this tutorial as a very basic guide or an explanation to the biological database. So today we are going to learn DDBJ. Alright, so DDBJ stands for DNA Data Bank of Japan. DDBJ or DNA Data Bank of Japan is a biological database which collects the nucleotide sequences, that is your DNA as well as RNA. It is located at the NIG, okay, National Institute of Genetics, in the Shizuoka area of the Japan. Your DDBJ is also a member of the INSDC, which is the International Nucleotide Sequence Database collaboration. Your DDBJ is seen to exchange its data with EMBL, which is European Molecular Biology Laboratory, and also with NCBI, that is your National Center for Biotechnology Information. DDBJ was actually established in 1986, and let's see how actually can we fetch sequences or can we analyze sequences in your DDBJ. So this is your homepage of DDBJ, and if you can see, it has a option here which is BI DDBJ websites. So if you click on this drop down, there will be three things. You have websites, you have annotated, and you have sequence read archive. So let's go for the first one. Let's try what happens. Okay, so if we select the first one, and let's say if we select cancer, okay, and then we click on search. So it takes us to your all the search results, which is something like your Google. Okay, it does not give the hits for the cancer, the hits for the DNA sequences of cancer, basically. So we do so. One thing remember: do not go for the first option, that is your websites, because it will give all the relevant websites related to cancer. So let's go for the second one, which is your annotated and assembled sequences. So if we click on the annotated and assembled sequences, now we click on search. It will take us to all the hits which is related to the cancer. So you can see a number of, so these are your accession numbers. Okay, these things what you see in the front are the accession numbers or the primary accession numbers for your DDBJ. Then you have the definition, you have the sequence length, then we have the molecular type, and finally is the organism. So like this, you have a list of sequences what we have observed for cancer. To be very specific, we have about 8 million hits what we have got. Now let's click on any one of the hit. Okay, suppose let's click on this one. So let's select one. Okay, let's select this one. Okay, which is HV0317. All right, it's a DNA molecular type as it says. Let's click on this. Yeah. So if we click on it, we will get the accession number. We will get, it is the sequence is about 60 base pair. This is your sequence length. It's a DNA. It's a linear. All right. And it belongs, so this is your definition here. It was it's a 2012 the sequence was submitted. Then we have the Homo sapiens, as it is said. This is your entire taxonomy of the Homo sapiens, from which the sequence was actually originated. Then you have the paper where this information about the sequence it belongs to. Then we have the comments, then we have the features, which is nothing but the source, and finally we have the sequence. So similarly, like your GenBank, it has three sections. It has the headers, it has the features, and it has the final sequence what is present. So we can also actually download. All right, so if we select, suppose this thing, okay, if you have so we have selected this one, and we can view the selected entries. We can download them. You can download into flat file format, you can download into the XML format, or you can also download the FASTA sequences of whatever we have selected. So like this, if you have multiple sequences which you want to download, from the FASTA, you could download the FASTA, or you could even download all the entries of 8 million if you want to. Then there's something which is called as a facet. So the facet just gives you an information about the division. So the various divisions of sequences which are present. Okay, like your rodents and everything, your pathogens, and then you also have the organism facet, which is here. The organism facet is nothing but the categories or the different the different cancer sequences. Okay, the different cancer sequences for all of these organisms. You can see Homo sapiens here in our case, we have what we have 3 million sequences, okay, for Homo sapiens. All right. um, so if you come back to its homepage, you can actually now the third thing is your the third option here, which is your sequence read archive. If I want to go for the cancer with sequence read archive, it gives us what your sequence read archive does is it fetches the information from your different centers, okay, from your national center of National Cancer Institute or your bio projects. Okay, so from the various centers where there is information which is related to the sequences which is there in cancer, it fetches it along with what type it is. Okay, is it a whole genome sequence, it is an exome sequences. So this is the information which you can get once you click on the third option. But my suggestion is, if you're finding for some new sequence, you can go for the second option, which is your annotated or assembled sequences. If you look at the home page, it gives you a lot of information. So the search and analysis first one is nothing but if you want to analyze any sequence which is there of yours. Okay, so any sequence which you have downloaded, you want to carry out understand the gene expression data, right? Or any other prokaryotic genome you want to annotate. So all of this, these are the various basically tools. You have the multiple sequence alignment tool. So these are the various tools which are present, with which you can carry out the analysis of the sequence what you have basically obtained. Submission is where you can submit your data. A download is you can download the entire information of the sequences which is present. A supercomputer is you can use the supercomputer for various genomic analysis. Statistics here gives you the statistics which is related to your DDBJ. So if I click on DDBJ total proportion, it gives me all the data which is related to the sequences, okay, throughout the year, how the different sequences which were observed in GenBank, in ENA, and as well as in DDBJ. So if you're interested to know the statistics or information related to the DDBJ, you can click on the statistics section and then you can analyze it. All right. The third part is nothing but your sorry, the next part is nothing but your activities. It gives you the so you can read the different papers, presentations which has been given by the staff members of DDBJ. You can go through it, you can read through it and understand more publications which is a part of your DDBJ. Then there's some basic training which it provides you regarding how to submit your data, and so what are the different databases such as your bioproject and the biosample databases. You can read more about it. All right. So this is your DNA data bank of Japan, where you can search for the sequences, you can search for the accession numbers, you can search for the keywords, and you can analyze them. From this, you can there are links which can take you to the you can search for the papers in PubMed, and then you can have a clear understanding of how the DDBJ works. So this was the nucleotide database, which was DDBJ or DNA Data Bank of Japan. Hope you like the video. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.